Here it comes. Wait a second. That's not the Jeep. Well, hey, guess what? We got an empty spot in our yard right now, and you know what that means. Something's coming down the road right now, and I think it's right behind me. Take a look at that. This is the latest addition to our Jeeps. This is Richard. He's got a YouTube channel called
Keeping Up with Papa, Life After Work.
Life After Work, and it's really well done because he's got some skills in editing and videography that are really great and some interesting stories. But he is selling his 1958 CJ3B.
Right.
And tell me a little bit about this vehicle.
Well, I purchased it originally from a guy at Jeeptoberfest about, I don't know, maybe 13 years ago.
Wow. And
to do the same kind of thing you're doing, just something to kind of play with and have fun with. Kept it for a while. I actually sold it briefly. Then the guy called me back and said, I got to get rid of it. You want to buy it back? I said, absolutely. So don't do that to me.
No.
Okay? Because I prefer you have it instead of me.
I kind of have a thing, never sell a Jeep.
Okay, good.
You can pass it on to your grandkids. That's one thing. So we're going to unload this thing.
Would be a very good idea. Take that with us.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's good enough. Start going in. Nope. Maybe. Y'all laugh at me. Go ahead. Well, so tell me about the gear pattern over here.
Sure.
Okay, this is
Standard shift, 1,
3
2, 3,
speed.
4. 3 speed on the floor.
Reverse is up there, then 1, 2, 3.
That is correct.
Okay, just like I said, Toro does the same thing with their Workman.
Right.
This is
Shifting out of high to low.
so that's high to low. So that's your high-low gear.
That's your high-low gear.
Okay, and what is it? What is it? Got engaged, disengaged?
Apologies, I have that backwards. This is actually the shifter, and it's, the whole pattern's right here.
Okay.
Okay. And this is the shifter to get it in and out of four-wheel drive.
So out is up, in is down, and then there's low gear is up, neutral, and high. So you have 3 there too.
Correct.
So, and then what is this?
That is a PTO.
That's the PTO, which is on there, but not.
There's not actually a shaft going to the back, because this was originally a ranch Jeep in Georgia, and it was, I'm sure, ordered as a ranch Jeep. So back then, as you're probably aware, you could run all kinds of implements with this, plows and mowers and everything.
And in 1958, do you know how much this retailed for new?
I do not, do you?
$1,888.
Oh, wow.
You're getting a good turnaround if you had bought it. So, and what's this right here?
Well, you have a really fancy windshield wiper system that runs off a vacuum, okay? So when you turn this on, it almost works, okay? And push that back out, it goes down. Now you can get a rebuilt one of these. This is the manual.
This is your windshield wiper.
That's your windshield wiper.
So to drop the windshield, undo the latches.
Undo the latches. Probably pull those vestibules back. Okay, that's it.
Ever wonder what that thing is on the front of your windshield on any Jeep? That's what that strap is there for. And if you ever saw the strap component on the front of the hood over here, that's what that strap. It's where we put your windshield down. And to this day, most of these windshields still go down. So that's it. The hood just goes back. There's no hood thing. This is the tie down strap for that. Take a look on the inside. Come on, get over here. It's got a distributor. It's got 4 spark plugs. from over on that side. There is a coil back there. You have a real simple belt system here. And this looks like, is it a generator?
It is a generator. Yes.
So it has a generator.
Instead of an alternator.
Instead of an alternator. And then you've got your crank and your fan. Radiator. What am I hearing? Is that cat or squirrel in the backyard? Tell me about this 4-cylinder motor.
Well, this is called a Hurricane, an F-head Hurricane. They switched over to this from the flat head, which was called an L-head, around 1952-53. It has overhead valves up top, the rocker system's all up here. Okay? And when that happened, they went from the CJ3A, which was a low hood, to this higher hood because they had to be able to fit all
room.
this.
So that's why it has the nickname High Hood.
High hood is also called a horse face.
A horse face. Does that look like a horse's face? If it's got fuel and fire and the distributor is remotely close, it's going to run. It's
going to run. That's exactly right. And the carburetors, this has got a Carter on it. Carter, I believe is what originally came on it. This is one I got from aftermarket somewhere a while back. You can also put Solex on there. I tend to prefer to use the Carter. The Solex required a little bit of metering. It's a mechanical fuel pump.
A mechanical fuel pump. Okay.
Fuel pump supplies, it's a gravity drain essentially, almost down to here. Then it picks it up and runs it up. And then you also have, mentioned that vacuum line that goes over to here. It feeds down through here off of this fuel pump. And, it's a very, very simple setup. Not a whole lot to it.
And is this an oil bath?
It is an oil. That is an oil filter.
An oil filter.
So the filter, the top comes off, the filter drops in and out this way, comes back out. Over here is your oil bath for the air.
All right, and parts are abundant. Looking for parts are easy to find.
Easy to find.
Well, that is cool.
It's not too injected.
Double clutch?
Not necessary.
Not necessary. I like the power steering.
It is great. And the power brakes.
Yeah. Oh, I haven't even tried the brakes yet.
Oh. They work, but they require a little finesse. Getting a lot of pressure.
And do you always start off in first, or do you sometimes start off in second?
If I'm in low gear, I always start off in second unless I'm in trouble.
Okay.
But at high gear, no. You kind of need to start off in first. And
that was second right there.
That's fine. As long as you're moving pretty good, you're great. It has no synchronizers in first or reverse. You downshift back down to first, you're going to have to go up pretty slow and guide it in.
So not really, it doesn't really like downshifting so much.
Well, first gear.
But you can't go from third to second?
Absolutely. No problem at all.
And I've seen you've had this out at Jeep and Judd each year, leading the stock trails, and it pretty much goes anywhere.
Pretty much goes anywhere, and actually I was leading the moderate trails for the first 2 years.
In this?
Yes.
The moderate trails?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Nothing on moderate will slow this down, and it only has 29-inch tires.
Mud doesn't stop it?
Mud does not stop it. As long as you don't completely bottom out, you cannot slow this down in mud. These tires are spectacular. Either Kaiser Willys or probably Kaiser Willys.
Okay. And the battery is up front.
Battery's up front.
Gas tank is under this seat.
Yes, that's the ejection gas tank. It's something that'll blow you out.
And you kind of like rhino lined it.
I did. It had a pretty rusty floor when I first got it. And I rhino line, I use a different brand obviously, but I did that myself, and it's helped a lot to keep it from continuing to rust.
So there's a story behind this Jeep.
Yes, there is. This is in fact, this was in fact a farm Jeep out of Georgia. When I first got it, it was underneath was covered with red clay. It had been sitting for a long, long time, never got cleaned up. Even inside the transmission was red, soupy stuff. They had not taken very good care of it. But at one point in its history, a tree fell on the back end, and that smashed the back end. So from here forward is all original.
That's all original.
Yeah, but really kind of from here back, this is bolted on panels that came in aftermarket.
They still look good, but everything's original on there. And the dash tag is still there.
Dash tags are all original dash tags, yes.
Well, that is cool. And you got the CB antenna.
Yep.
And a place for a CB. Awesome.
Mostly it, guys.
All right. Well, I'll call you if I have any issues or anything.
We know where to find you.
Yeah. And you still got a JK, right? So
Still have the JK.
yeah.